Hello, everybody. I'm Ramses, and welcome back to another edition of Ramsis Retro Longplays. This has been a lot of fun so far. We're going to get into our second episode now that we got the intros out of the way. We got two cities going. We're building up the new nation here in the New World, America, in 3740 BC. Well, it's a very old America, I guess. We were there a lot sooner than we thought. So, yes, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell if you like what you see here. Ramses Retro Long Plays, where we can do all sorts of long plays that are from various retro games, and the list will be a mile long, so you don't want to miss any of it. We hope to see you here. And Vesper's Retro Reviews, where retro everything's alive and well, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. If you're into pop culture and all things retros from your childhood, and we got the place for you. Vesper's Retro Reviews. We hope to see you there as well. Alright, so let's continue on where we left off. We're just going to pick right back up. We got two cities. One of them was free. Vesper City was a freebie by opening a goodie hut. Love when that happens. Our first city, the Capital Retro Reviews, we got, because we tried to get a free city with the goodie hut, so goodie huts have been the theme of this, and let's see where we go from here. So you push enter to end the turn. Okay, we're going to leave Vesper City for now. We'll start exploring around Vesper City. So it's hard to tell where we are. Like I said, the map is weird, so is this like St. Louis here? And is this like, I don't know, maybe New York City, maybe New Jersey's here? It's hard to really place. Like, this is the river. Is this the Great Lakes, I guess? So maybe this is more like Vermont. I don't know. The map is very weird. Are we in Boston now? Like I said, the Earth map sucks in this game is the problem. But it is representative of the Earth, so at least you get a feel for it. But yeah, it gets a lot better in later games where the Earth becomes a lot more accurate. So here we go. Alright, we're going to keep exploring. Now the goal here is to clear out the land of the city so the city knows everything it can do. Want full squares around your city. That way when you build it up, you can put grass and roads and all that great stuff. Oh, here's our next discovery. American wise men discovered the secret of masonry. Alright, so there you go. You see with that little spigot and the wall there, that's masonry. Alright, and that's what masonry does. It leads to construction, pretty much. Yep, construction when you have currency, which makes sense because you're building that for profit. Feudalism with monarchy. Mathematics with alphabet, so I think, yeah, that's how you get the catapult. Alright, so let's go on here. Alright, so now what do we want? Do we want code of laws, map making, bronze writing ceremony? I mean, everything except for horseback is good. Horseback is pathetic. That's like the little cavalier units that do absolutely nothing but move 2 turns. They are pointless. Ceremonial burial is good. You get temples. Writing's good. You get libraries. Bronze is for defense. I mean, everything's useful. So I'm just going to take ceremonial burial. That's temples, we'll tell you. Alright, so let's move on. So everything's going along nicely. We're just exploring the North American continent right now. We want to see what we can get here. Oh, and there's another goodie hut. Yes, we will take it. And then we got our militia here. Let's change you. And now we have more options here. Since we got all those advances, well, all 2 advances, but now we have some more options. We can build city walls with the masonry, pyramids, Great Wall, that'll protect all the cities. Too expensive right now. We don't want to do that. We probably want another settler, so that's what we're going to do. Same thing we're doing in the other city, we're going to do here. And now, to see what you're doing, you can go to your advisors. So it'll show you what are you building. You go to city status. There you go. We're building city settlers in both cities. And you can see in our first city, it's 36 out of 40, so they're about ready. And in our Vesper city, it's only 0 out of 40, so they're just starting. So that's cool. You can see what you're building, and then you can go to your trade advisor. And they'll show you what your expenses are. We're making one whatever, I don't know if it's dollar, gold, whatever you want to call it, $1 we'll say, and we're spending nothing because we don't have anything in these cities. So there you go. So that's why we can get away with what we're doing. So we're going to fortify this hill defend, and then we're going to go on this goodie hut. Let's see what happens. Oh, alright, we got a technology. That's always good. What did we learn? Map making, and that's good. That's how you get the boats. So you see we have a trireme now and a lighthouse. That's the World Wonder Lighthouse. and trireme. Of course, you have to build both. You don't have it, but now you have the ability to build it. And then you can get navigation once you get astronomy due to get a map making. So there you go. That's how it works. And we will end our turn again. Up. We can now build a palace. This is great. So this is the fun of Civilization 1. You got to build things in between things. The better you did, the better this works. So we gotta... All we have is like an empty stone cave is pretty much what we have. So we want to build on that. We push number 4, and you can pick any one of these. We'll go with the old classical. Well, actually, Washington had sort of the Roman... So we might mix it. We might go with the Roman opening like that. There you go. So that'll be our entranceway, and then we can build the brick walls around it. But we can always change it. That's the fun of all this. You can actually change it to so many different things. So now Retro Views has our settlers, which is great. And that's still too much to build any of this stuff, so we're just going to have to probably go with the barracks to say we want city. Actually, we're going to build city walls. Even though it says 120 now, like I said, once we build everything up, it'll get better. So we're going to build around the city there. Let's start exploring some more. And now we want irrigation. So you had to build near water for that. You see the rivers here and the ocean there. Even though technically you're not supposed to be able to build with ocean water irrigation, but in this game they did allow it because it was limited. So yeah, we're going to build our first irrigation right here. And we push enter the turn. And now we push the letter I. That's how you get irrigation. Oh, there's another goodie hut. Oh, and we got another advance. Alright, so what we get? Ceremonial burial. Alright, so look at that. That's like the Egyptians buried their leaders and everything. And there's the explanation if you want to read about it. And it allowed monarchy, which I think we're going to get. That's a government type. We want to move to that. And temples, which help keep people happy, or content at least. I think we are going to go monarchy if we can. Nope, we can't yet. So, since we can't, we're going to go with pottery. Let's get the granary. Alright, let's see what this goodie hut gives us. More money. Alright, we'll take it. $50 more. So now we're up to $134. And we're going to keep exploring. Let's go upwards. Alright, so we have our first irrigation. Now we're going to build our first road by pushing the R. Road means you can travel along it and it'll take less turns if you're traveling along the road. Otherwise, it would be whatever your exact movement amounts are. But when you're on the road, it's divided by 3. So that's why you want roads when you can go. Alright, let's keep going. And we'll keep exploring. Oh, there's another goodie hut. So, alright, we got our road here. We're going to now put more irrigation here. And we're going to push the letter I. Now we're going to go into this goodie hut. Eventually a barbarian is going to show up, so be ready for that. And hopefully we'll be able to defend it. But let's see what happens. Oh, we got another advance. Alright, so let's see what we learn this time. Code of laws. We definitely want that. It allows for the courthouse. And now I think we get monarchy. So that's what we would get next once we get... Yes, that's why we couldn't get monarchy. We need ceremony of burial. The Code of Laws unlocks the courthouse, and then it leads to all of this, so that it's pretty... Now we'll end our turn. I think we're doing very well here. Let's keep exploring. This is great. That's why I pick the Americans or Zulus sometimes. You get a whole continent to sort of explore yourself. But it's also fun to play as the other ones, because then you get like right into the mix of it. So it's whichever style you want. Both are just as viable, you know, whichever you want. So let's go right. Okay, and now we have our next irrigation. We can build more roads. Oh, we got another advance. So what do we got this time? Pottery! Alright, Sid, what do we got with pottery? Wow, look at all this. Concomitant and essential. I mean, I love that word. Concomitant and essential to the agricultural revolution. So it allows granary, which are very good. That means you don't need as much food because you're going to store it in the granary and your population will grow better. So you want granaries, they're very good. But now I want monarchy because that's a better government type. Right now we're at despotism, which is pretty much as low as you can get. Monarchy is a better government style. We want monarchy. Alright, let's keep exploring. Oh, there's another goodie hut. Yep, we'll get it. More money? Okay, hey. Not gonna complain about that. Okay. Build more irrigation. We're pretty much just clearing the map away. That's what you want to do in the early Civilization game. Just want to take control of the map, see what's out there, explore. And this really doesn't change for any of the civilizations. This is the exact idea of every single Civilization game. You just want to have at it, send out someone, and start exploring, see what your map entails, you know? Alright, so before we do anything else, let's go to our city here, Vested Reviews, and see how we're doing. We have 1 growth here, that's not bad. City walls will be ready in 36 turns. That's a little bad. We don't want that exactly. Let's see if we can improve that. Nope, that's why we have to change our government. You can see we're really limited here. So, yep, we're just going to keep building. Alright, so now this is fun. This is what the original Civilization game came with. It came with this Civilization quiz, and this was anti-piracy. Pretty much, they were worried people were just going to copy this game and play it on any Amiga, and oh no, this is terrible. So how did they get around this? Well, the instruction manual is like 200 pages or 100 pages. It's a gigantic instruction manual, and they're going to have pictures like this, which are technology advanced, and you got to figure out what does it lead to. So you got to look on page 1 through 10, find the picture of the stealth bomber, and then say, oh, stealth bomber, and then it'll tell you what leads to this. So that's their anti-piracy attempt. And it's silly, but it worked. You know, if you didn't have the book, the game would just like suddenly stop because you did not have the right answer to it. So you had to open up the book and then say, oh, well, that advance is due to, and that's how it worked. Believe it or not, I do have it. Advanced flight is what that bomber is from. Now, to get advanced flight, you need regular flight and electricity. That's what leads to advanced flight. So let's see if those two are choices here. We have flight and electricity. It's the first choice right here. Yes. So, there you go. Congratulations. You have proven your worthiness. May you enjoy a long and glorious reign as sovereign. We got the answer right. It's fun that they did that. They were always trying to think of ways, and still to this day, they're still trying to think of ways to avoid piracy. It's the never-ending battle. But the thing with the Amiga is, I don't think you can just copy a disc and it would work. There was other things you had to do. You had to be a little better than that. It wasn't like just take the game disc and copy it. It still had anti-piracy and stuff built into it, but there was ways to do it, and that's why they did this. You could get around that by doing creative things. There was ways to do it, so that's why they came up with this little extra. You better have the instruction manual, or you can't play the game. And here we go. Now we have the monarchy. Now this is very good, because monarchy is going to lead to a new government type. There you go. It actually was from the ruler of prehistoric tribal chief, and that led to monarchs. That's kind of cool. That's where our kings and queens came from. The whole idea of one guy or gal was able to rule like that. And it allows feudalism, which is not that great, but, you know, you need it. Alright, so, again, it doesn't really matter what we get because we're sort of locked now with how slow these cities are building. But I think we'll go with what we need. We need bronze working, so we'll get that. And now we're going to do exactly that. We're going to revolt. Yes, we are revolting. Revolution! So this is how you get a new government. Are you sure you want a revolution? Yes, we need a new government. And that's how you get monarchy. You can't change to it without revolting and saying we want a new government. So in 2960, and I love how the paper's calling it BC, because don't forget, BC is a current creation of what we call the day. We did not call our time BC when we were living in those days. We had different measurements, but we're calling it BC because we're looking back. I mean, it's kind of silly. They would not have the date BC, and it wouldn't be 10 cents. It's stupid. But it's fun that they did it. This is what they did in their other Sid Meier games, too. They had these new newspaper headlines showed up when things happened. So there you go. We're now revolting. And we're going to keep exploring. Okay, we're going to build a road here, and then we're going to start connecting this to Vesper City. Alright, so now we have two choices. Despotism, which is what we are, or monarchy, which is much better. We're going to take the monarchy. Alright, we're now a monarchy. So then, when you become a monarchy, look at this. Oh, hey, we have all Egyptian cabinet members now because we're still in the BC times. So that's our defense minister, our domestic minister, foreign minister, and science advisor. So it's kind of cool how they try to get you into the field things. And they even have funny little headlines like, Great Wall damage, vandals suspected. Alright, so now we're going to go diagonally right. We're going to try to connect these two cities. A road. We don't need roads, but we do. We definitely need. Okay. Now we can't build on the river until we get bridge building, but we can build right here to connect. We'll do that. Push the letter R. And now those two cities will be connected, and then we're just gonna put some irrigation there, and then use that settler to build a new city, and then start the process again. That's how you do it. All right, another goodie hut. Now I don't want a city here. This is in the middle. See all this tundra here? You can't do anything with this, and I guess that's sort of true to this day. Like people in the Northwest Territories, there's no farming, there's no mining, there's no nothing. It's just you're in a cold, barren wasteland, and the population is very low. So you do not want a city here, but we'll see what happens. If there is a city, maybe I'll turn it into a settler and get a free settler out of it. Let's see what we get. Oh, finally. Alright, so now I get to show you what happens when you unleash barbarians. So barbarians are the generic enemy in the game that are against everybody. They're not aligned with anybody. They are just, here we are the enemies of all civilizations. And there you go. We have 3 chariots now. Not chariots, 3 cavalry. Yes, those are cavalry. So we might lose the militia, but that's okay. It'll be interesting to show you what that all means. So I'm going to put irrigation here. Let them... Alright, so we lost it. Okay, that's how it goes. Alright, so finally we have more settlers, so that worked out in good timing here. And now, we don't have the phalanx yet. I would love to build a phalanx, so we're going to build something else. I think we'll go with a temple. We can't really do anything else here. But what I will do is, let's see, we're not going to go north because of all the barbarian activity out there. Unless, let's see, so you can click around the map and see what you got. So you got 2 barbarians up there, we don't want to deal with that. Push C to center back on your unit, and I think we will go south now. Well, oh boy, so this is where it gets tricky. Yeah, I'm going to let that help. So now, see, I can move more than 1 turn here. See, 1, 2, 3. I'll let that settler handle all this fun. Oh, never mind. They can't afford the settler, so we did all that for nothing, silly. Alright, that's how it goes. So now, with that being the case... I'm gonna change you to another militia. That's how it goes. Alright, let's see what we got. Run's working! Alright, so finally we can build those phalanx, and I might change it right now to that. There it is, phalanx. And we go to build the Colossus here. Alright, so now what do we want? I think we want... Alright, we don't want horseback riding, we don't want fusilism, mysticism, riding... I think we're gonna go with the catapults. Let's get some units built here. Gotta attack anything like this. When we have barbarian show, we have nothing to attack with. But I'm gonna change the militia phalanx. There we go. Usually in a city, you'll be stronger than barbarians, but not always. Barbarians can win in this game, believe it or not. There you go. So we fended them off. The world is restored as we know it. Woohoo. Okay. So now I'm going to use this new settler to build something else. We're going to go up here where that horse is. Because we got to start making some better cities here. Another road to get it up there. Alright, we're up to 200,000 citizens. That's pretty good. Ah, we can build our palace again. Alright. So now we're going to do number 3. And we're going to use the old school. Like, see that number 1 there? I think that looks cool. We're doing the number 1. There we go. There's our palace. So we have a interesting White House here, right? Okay, and I think we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna build our city next time. I think that was a fun thing. We lost the settlers, that was the sad part, but everything else is fun. And I got to show you the barbarians. We have 2 cities at 4 now. We're about to build our 3rd city. And then we're just gonna build cities after city after city, and we're a monarchy now, so that's gonna help a lot too. So I'm rusty, but I'm sort of remembering things. I think you needed more shields for the settler was the problem. It's not just food, you also needed to be able to sustain them, so that was the problem with that, which sucks, but hey, that's how it goes. We'll have to build another settler. But I'm trying to do a real play. I'm not doing save restarts. It is what it is. This is the game, and we're just gonna go with it. And whatever happens, happens. And hopefully, it'll be good, fun gameplay. And if it's not, we'll just keep trying until it is. But I think it will be. I think this is leading along very nicely. So again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell if you like what you see. Comment if you have things to say. Suggestions always welcome. Feedback always appreciated. Let me know your memories of Civilization. What version did you get to play? Did any of you get to play the Amiga version? I hope so, because it's a lot of fun, this version. And again, join us on our main channel. This is all spun off from Vesper's Retro Reviews. We hope to see you there. And I hope to see you again for episode number 3 of our Civilization on the Amiga playthrough, Warlord level as America. Thank you for joining me. This has been a blast, and I can't wait to see what happens next. I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.